everyone, this is Professor S. Sushmitha from National College Department of English. Today we are going to see a poem, A Poison Tree, which is written by William Blake. Before we move on into the poem, let's see about the author, William Blake. William Blake is a person who was born in the year 1757, and he was a poet, painter and a printmaker as well. And to talk about his life was simple and boring compared to his contemporaries. Here contemporaries are the persons who belong to in his period, that is Shelley, Keats and so on. And then he was being trained as an engraver as well, and this practice of engraving was practiced throughout his life. And then he died on 1827, and he had a strong sense of religion as well. And to talk about his famous works are Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience. And this poem, A Poison Tree, was being published in the year 1794 in a collection of poem called Songs of Experience. And before we move on into the poem, let's see the essence of the title, A Poison Tree. So, to talk about this particular title, here poison refers to the angerness of the author, and the tree, the angerness which has been growing inside the author, it's been depicted. And then we'll just read the poem once, and we'll see the meaning stanza by stanza or line by line. I was angry with my friend, I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe, I told it not, my wrath did crow. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sunned it with smiles and with soft, deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew it was mine. And into my garden stole, when the night had veiled the pole. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. So this is how the poem goes. We'll see stanza by stanza. I was angry with my friend. Here the author is angry with his friend, and what does the author is, he tells the anger that he has to the author, and he comes to the conclusion of what has to be done next, and his anger comes to an end, whereas he was angry with his foe. Foe here means the enemy. At the same time he was angry with his enemy, and he did not tell his anger to his enemy, and it started to grow among himself, and that is what referred as a poison tree. And this is a stanza 1. And to moving on to stanza 2. And I watered it in fears. So whenever he sees his enemy, he started it to watering. Like we'll have a feeling that my enemy is coming, but we don't have the habit of showing our anger to the enemy, right? So same thing, the author is in the place where he never shows his anger out to his enemy. Rather, whenever he sees his enemy, he stands still, and he has a cunning face for his enemy. He never shows his anger out, and he is blabbering whenever he sees his enemy. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. Whenever he sees his foe, that is his enemy, his anger starts to grow. And I sunned it with smiles. Whenever he sees his enemy, he gives a fake smile in his face. And with soft, deceitful wiles. Deceitful here means cunning face. Whenever he sees his whenever he sees his enemy, he gives a cunning face to his enemy. And it grew both day and night. So his anger started to grow day by day, because he did not exhibit his anger to his foe. And what does the anger does? It started to grow day by day, till it bore an apple bright. So his anger started to grow bright as an apple. Here it gives a biblical references. We all know the Garden of Eden, right? So that references can be taken into this poem. And my foe beheld it shine. So foe again here it represents the enemy as such. And my foe beheld it shine. On seeing the apple, on seeing the bright apple over there, which has been hanging on the friend's garden, garden, what does the foe does is, he knew that it is the poet's apple which is been hanging, and the foe is planning to take the apple, pick the apple from the garden and eat those apple that has been depicted in this poem. And he knew it was mine, and the foe is knowing that the apple, the bright apple, is none other than his friends. And into my garden stole when the night had veiled the pole. So it is midnight, and what the foe is doing is, he is literally planning to steal the apple from the friend's garden and to have the apple as well, the bright apple. In the morning, glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. So the next day morning, the friend wakes up and he sees his foe, that is his enemy, lying dead because he has eaten the forbidden apple which has been engraved with anger. So the essence of this poem is that whenever you are angry with the people, make sure that you exhibit your anger to them, because when you suppress your anger within yourself, it starts growing as a tree. That's the essence of the poem, A Poison Tree. I hope this video is helpful.